Hi children, good morning to all. How are you? I hope you are doing good. You came to third class now. I am going to teach EVS subject in your third class. The first lesson of our EVS subject is living and non-living things. So take page number 137 in your semester book 1 and continue reading with me. So read along with me when I am teaching. So the first topic is living things and non-living things. What do you know about living things and non-living things? So living things have life in them and non-living things do not have life in them. So living things can move from one place to another place and non-living things cannot move from one place to another place. The examples of living things are human beings, plants and animals. Who are human beings? We are human beings. Men, women and children are human beings. Along with us, so plants and animals are also living things. And non-living things means the things which do not have life in them. So they are called non-living things like a car, bus, table, chair, bucket, etc. So they don't have any life. So they don't grow. So they cannot live. They cannot die. Okay. So when we are seeing these topics, we should start from the introduction. The first topic in our lesson is things around us. We see a wide variety of things around us. We are seeing like living things and non-living things every day in our life. Some things have life in them while others do not have life in them. So having life means living things. Do not have life means non-living things. For example, a dog has life but a chair is lifeless. A dog is living thing, so it has life, and the chair is lifeless, so it is non-living thing. We observe different types of things in our house. We see our pets like dogs and parrots. We have toys like dolls and toy cars. So toy cars and dolls are non-living things and dogs and parrots are living things. The dog comes to us because it has life and can move. When you are calling your pet dog to come near, it will come. Okay, and it will play with you and it will jump on you. And the non-living things like toy cars and dolls can't move from one place to another. The toy car does not come to us because it has no life and cannot move. Thus, the things that have life are called living things. Example, dog, cow, man, woman, etc. And the things that do not have life are called non-living things like a car, chair, pen, table, bucket, etc. So now we are going to see the characteristic features of living things, the important features of living things. The first one is living things breathe. So we are breathing through our nose. And living things need food. We need food to live and take energy. Living things can move. We can move from one place to another place. And living things can grow. We are growing by year. And living things can feel. We are feeling everything. Okay, we have sense organs. Through that sense organs, we are feeling the things. And living things can reproduce. Living things can give birth to babies. Okay, now we are going to see the topics. And living things breathe. Living things need air to breathe and live. We need air to breathe. So if we can't breathe means we will die. So we should take breathing. Animals take oxygen from air and breathe out carbon dioxide. Animals like us, animals and animals also will take oxygen inside and leaving carbon dioxide through its nostrils. And we breathe through our nose. Animals like cows, lions, buffaloes, etc. breathe through nostrils. We are having nose and animals having nostrils. Insects breathe through tiny air holes and fishes breathe through gills. Insects also will breathe through their tiny holes present on their body. Tiny holes means small holes. And fishes have gills near the head, so it will open and close. And through these gills, the fishes will breathe air. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide from air and breathe out oxygen. These plants will breathe carbon dioxide. Human beings release carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide absorbed by plants, and after the photosynthesis process, they will release oxygen. That oxygen will breathe. So we are taking oxygen and leaving carbon dioxide, and the plants taking carbon dioxide and leaving oxygen. So plants don't have nose, no? So we have nose to breathe in and breathe out. And plants don't have nose. So the leaves, the backside of the leaves, under the leaves, they have small dots like structure. Those are called stomata. And the stomata acts like a nose to the plant. So we have nose and the stomata acts like nose to the plant. Through this stomata, they absorb carbon dioxide inside and release oxygen outside. Thing is, living things need food. So living things need food to grow. Okay. Food helps living things to grow and gives energy. Whenever you are playing so many hours, after playing, you become very tired. Okay, very tired. After that, what you feels like hungry and tiredness. So after eating some food, a banana, milk or snacks, you will get some energy. Okay, after eating these things, you can get energy. So, like that, roots of plants absorb minerals and water from the soil. So, under the soil, the plants have roots in that. So, these roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. Soil means sand. And plants prepare their own food through photosynthesis. By the process of photosynthesis, the plants will prepare food. Photosynthesis means a process. And we have parents to cook food to feed us. And who will feed to plants? Who will cook for plants? Themselves only they will cook. By observing carbon dioxide, water, sunlight. Okay. By observing these three, they will prepare food for them. This process is called photosynthesis. Animals get their food from plants and other animals. Animals also don't know to cook food to feed. Okay, so they use it to depend on another plants and animals. The next topic is living things can grow. So when the baby births, it is small baby. After 2 to 3 years, they will go as somewhat big. And after 5 to 6 years, they will grow as big baby, like teenagers. So all living things can grow. A baby grows into boy or girl, then it grows into young man or woman, and finally the man or woman becomes old. Animal babies also grow into adult animals. First the baby of a dog is puppy. After seeing 2 to 3 years later, it will grow as a big dog. Growth changes the shape and size of living things. So when the baby is small, it looks like a small baby, small hands, small legs like that. After growing 6 to 7 years later, we saw means the baby having big body, like a big hands, big legs and big head, and they used to talk many words. When it is in small baby, they can't talk anything. After a certain period, the old one dies. So after coming to 60 to 70 years, the people will die. The next thing is living things can move. So living things can move from one place to another place. So human beings and animals can move, but plants cannot move. No, how can they move? So they show movements in their body. Different living things move in different ways. Animals like a cat, dog, cow, etc. move from one place to another. All plants do not move, but some plants show movements. Like climbers will grow along the wall, like money plant. Okay. And the creepers move along the ground. Creepers means like pumpkin plant, they will grow along the ground. Okay. And the sunflower turns its face towards the sun. So suppose in the morning time, the sunflower will see the sun in the east side. And after sun goes to west side, the sunflower also turns its head to the west side. And stems grows towards sunlight and roots goes towards the soil. When the plant grows, the roots grows towards the soil and the plant will grows towards the sunlight. Okay. Next, all human beings can walk, run or jump. We are walking, jumping, running, etc. Dancing, okay. And birds fly, fish swim, snakes travel and frogs jump. So if birds will fly, this is the movement in birds, and the fish swims with their fins, and the snakes crawl and the frog jumps. These are movements in animals. The next topic is living things can feel. So all living things can feel and respond to the environment. We have 4 seasons, isn't it? Summer, winter, rainy, etc. So we are feeling hot in the summer season. We are feeling very cold in the winter season. and we are feeling pleasant in the rainy season. All living things can feel and respond to the environment. Animals use their senses to feel. For example, some birds migrate as respond to change in weather conditions. We have 5 sense organs. Do you know that? One is eyes, one is ears, one is nose, tongue and skin. Eyes helps us to see. Ears help us to hear. Nose help us to smell. And tongue help us to taste the things. And skin help us to feel. So these are the sense organs we have. Like that, birds also have some senses. When it is the condition, the climatic condition is changed, the birds will migrate from one place to another place. And human beings also use their sense organs to feel the changes in the environment. For example, in winter you feel very cold. I said no, and wear woolen cloths. When we are wearing woolen cloths, we feel somewhat warm. And to protect yourself from the cold, in winter season we are wearing woolen cloths to protect ourselves from the cold. Plants respond to the changing seasons by shedding their leaves in autumn and bearing flowers in spring. So plants will shed their leaves in which season? Autumn season. And they are bearing flowers in spring season. They give new flowers in the spring season. These are the living things can feel. Next one is living things can reproduce. So living things will give birth to their young ones by laying eggs or by giving birth to directly young ones. So all living things can reproduce their own kind. Plants produce seeds from which new plants arise. So plants will produce some seeds, and these seeds will, when we planted, so it will give birth to the new baby plant. Human beings and animals like cats, dogs, cows, lions, etc. give birth to their young ones. So birds, fishes, snakes, etc. lay eggs and young ones hatch out of the eggs. So fishes, snakes and birds will lay eggs, and after the some days these eggs will hatch out and new babies will come out from the eggs. The next topic is differences between living things and non-living things. So first we have to see this living things. And living things can grow. It will grow. And non-living things cannot grow. And living things can reproduce. So it gives birth to young babies. And non-living things cannot reproduce. They don't give any babies. And living things can feel. And non-living things cannot feel. Living things can move from one place to another. Non-living things cannot move from one place to another. And living things can breathe, non-living things cannot breathe. Living things need food to grow and non-living things do not need food to grow. So these are the differences between living things and non-living things. The last topic of our lesson is natural things and man-made things. Natural things means these are not made by man, and these things cannot made by man. Those are sun, moon, stars, soil, air, water, etc. These things cannot made by man. And man-made things means non-living things are man-made. So non-living things are made by man. And example, buildings, table, computer, television, etc. These things are made by man. So this is the difference between natural things and man-made things. Natural things cannot made by man, and non-living things made by man are called man-made things.